Hi everyone, Nora here, and today I'm going to share with you some stuff about proper alignment. Okay, so not everyone can afford a personal trainer. I want you guys to be exercising the best of your ability, but not to hurt yourself. So today is just going to be basic form stuff, just easy things that you guys can kind of check on yourselves to make sure that you're doing everything correctly. Okay, so we don't want any injuries. So, when I speak about proper alignment, I'm basically talking about posture, okay? Shoulders back, right? Neck nice and long. Now, this is a tricky part. We normally stand kind of with our butts out, okay? Just kind of how we've adopted our little strut your stuff kind of thing. We have our chests out and we have our butts up. No. Tuck that in. See how I hold my pelvis underneath me? So I have a much flatter back, especially in my lower back region. Okay? Neck long. And you want to feel, when you're just standing, kind of your weight nice and evenly throughout your feet. When we go into some moves, I'm going to ask you to put it into your heels, just so that it's more stable and you're protecting your knee joints. Okay? When we're on our toes, you can just even feel it. Go onto your toes. You're going to feel a little bit more tension right above your knees. When you're on your heels, you can let your knees go. Remember when they talk about soft knees when you're standing? You can do that if your weight is in your heels. You cannot have soft knees on your toes. Just doesn't work. Okay? So, basic movements, you want to keep everything in line. So your head, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles should all be in a straight line unless you're putting one of them out of one. So in our squat, weight is in our heels. Look, I'm going to push my hips out of alignment. So my hips are going down, but everything else is staying right on top of each other. I have my pelvis tucked. Now I'm making a little line here, and down. So proper squats. See how my head, shoulders, knees, and ankles are pretty much right on top of each other? And then I come up. I'm not swooping here. Look, then I'm more forward here. And I'm definitely not doing this. That's a common squat mistake. That kills your knees. Kills them. Okay, we do not want that. Same thing with a lunge. If I'm separating, look, 90-90. This is staying on top of each other. My toes can wiggle, okay? So when you do a leg movement like a lunge or a squat, you're trying to keep your upper body just looking like you're standing. So see, I'm standing. Look, I'm in a squat. I'm still up. My chest is still up. Your chest should always be above your glutes. Same thing with the lunge. When I'm here, I'm standing from forward. If I just put my legs behind me, underneath me, I would be standing. Okay? So those are the little things you want to think about. For legs, squat and lunge, weight in your heels. Check yourself. When you're in the lower portion of it here or down here, you should be able to wiggle your toes. That will help you put the weight in your heels. Last one I want to do is just a typical plank. Okay? So, again, now we're just going to be standing, but your arms are going to be supporting you. So here, look, I'm in my plank. Now if my feet were down, I would just be standing. I just elevated myself. Make sure you drop your shoulder blades, okay? But you tuck that pelvis in, and you're pushing your heels back to keep that nice alignment. So then when you go into a push-up, here, still all in line. Your back is super fragile. So you really want to keep that pelvis tucked when you're doing big movements, jumps, anything. Keep that core, suck that belly button in, and keep it tight to protect your knees, protect your ankles, protect everything, and especially that lower back. So, those are some quick tips, and I hope you enjoy.